Picture this, it's 1970 and Gordon Moore, Intel's co-founder, is scribbling notes about how the number of transistors on a chip doubles roughly every 2 years. Fast forward 50 years and that prediction, Moore's law, still holds. Yet the world around us feels like it's speeding up, shifting wildly in every direction. What if the key to understanding our chaotic present isn't in what changes but in what never does? Morgan Housel invites us to chase those timeless truths, and I promise it flips everything on its head. We're obsessed with change, the newest tech, the latest market shifts. But what if beneath the noise, a steady rhythm always plays? Morgan Housel cracks open this paradox by weaving stories that reveal the unchanged core of human behavior. Moore's law, penned by Gordon Moore in 1970, predicted transistor counts would double every 2 years. Decades later, despite tech booms and busts, that steady pace held true. Housel uses this as a metaphor. Amid the flashy leaps in innovation, some patterns march on with predictable, stubborn consistency. Imagine you're surfing a wave and the ocean never changes, just the waves on top. Housel explains that while markets bounce wildly, human nature beneath stays constant. Our fears, greed, and biases are the tide, moving predictably regardless of economic storms, which means mastering these inner tides is better than chasing market predictions. Knowing what won't change lets you take smarter risks. Instead of guessing future fads, Housel shows that betting on enduring human behavior, like our desire for security or fear of loss, creates a foundation where risk doesn't scare but empowers. That's how you don't just survive change but thrive in it. We crave the future's big surprises. But Morgan flips this hunger around, showing how yesterday's truths echo through tomorrow's noise, offering a roadmap rather than a riddle. Housel tells the story of Japan's asset bubble in the late 1980s, skyrocketing real estate prices, then a brutal crash. The players felt invincible, driven by greed, yet the pattern, one as old as markets themselves, cyclical emotions driving unsustainable bubbles. Identifying these human repeats matters far more than timing the market's next crash. Tech evolves at a breakneck pace: smartphones, AI, electric cars. Yet fundamental values like trust, patience, and ethical dilemmas barely budge. Housel uses the analogy of a spinning carnival ride. The view from the top changes fast, but the ride's mechanism, the human element, turns at a steady, familiar beat. Instead of chasing fragile forecasts, the book champions learning from the past's repeating scripts. Like a seasoned detective, Housel argues for reading history's patterns, spotting emotional tides beneath raging winds, and using those insights to reframe your strategy, turning uncertainty into calculated confidence. Here's where it gets personal. Housel takes these cerebral concepts and nails how they apply on the everyday level, how your life's biggest wins come from embracing what's perennial. One of the most vivid stories is about Ronald Reed, a janitor and gas station attendant who quietly amassed millions by patiently investing over decades. No big risks, no hot tips, just steady contributions and the power of compounding. It's proof patience isn't just a virtue but a superpower for life's unpredictability. Housel compares wealth building to nurturing an oak tree rather than grabbing acorns. You can't rush growth or skip roots. Trust in slow, steady habits creates resilience against life's chaos because these habits connect you deeply to timeless truths rather than flashy shortcuts. Finally, he argues that uncertainty isn't a bug, it's a feature. Instead of fearing it, you anchor yourself to constants, your values, your patience, your learning. This mindset transforms fear into a compass, guiding you calmly through rapid changes that would otherwise derail most people. Remember Gordon Moore's stubborn law as you face today's whirlwind world. The fast-changing surface distracts, but what really shapes your fate are the unshakable constants beneath. Morgan Housel's Same as Ever isn't just a book, it's a mindset shift. So next time you feel overwhelmed by change, try this. Identify one timeless truth you can rely on and let that steady rock guide your next step. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.